Hey Taurus, it's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And I'm back with your From the Horse's Mouth for November 2020. This is a new series that I came up with to get direct channel messages from the person that you are thinking about the most, or that's thinking about you the most, and that wants to tell you something that they haven't been able to say or haven't been able to tell you, okay? So keep in mind that this is for Taurus singles, so this would actually be a secret admirer, somebody that you never got things off the ground with, or an ex that has something to express to you, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get this prayer in really quickly. All right, Spirit. Holy Divine Spirit, I ask at this time that you use me as a vessel of clear channeling of messages for the astrological sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node for the month of November 2020 as it pertains to any special messages that want to come out for Taurus when it comes to love. Taurus singles. What does someone want to express to Taurus? Divine Feminine. Wow, okay. And at the bottom is nothing has gone wrong. All right. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to start because I feel like I already got words that's want to come out. So maybe that's how hesitant this person is, but you always had a heart of gold, no matter what. I see you as somebody that's extremely misunderstood. People from the outside looking in, they may see you as impulsive, too radical, too eclectic, too different. I see you as passionate. You express yourself to the highest degree. And I know it may sound crazy, but I exalt you for that. Because I've never been able to express myself on the levels in which you have. When we collided worlds, it was like an explosion of my heart chakra. Yeah, I learned that from you. My heart chakra center. You came busted into my life and you just bust my heart wide open. Like it was yours to keep. The intensity collided so much, and so did our thought process, our beliefs. I was one way, you were some way else. But we still illuminated so much light. So many people would just stare at how much love would radiate off of us when we were together. You couldn't be in a room with us and not cut the thick of love with a knife. Nothing has gone wrong. I believe in divine intervention. I believe in divine timing. Although it seems that things have crumbled and fallen apart, your heart is still intact and it's still beaming, maybe even brighter than ever at this point. We both had things to sort out, to learn. We both had to see love from a whole different dimension, from a whole different light. Even the negative things that happened, I feel, were written in the stars from us because, you see, you taught me so much. And so I realized that there's a spiritual meaning to the reason why the things happen the way they happen between us. It grounded us. It opened our eyes. We both experienced epiphanies when it came down to our separation. We both grew. We both became self-aware. I ignited you in a way to your awakening. And then you turned around and inspired me to also awaken. So at this point, I'm becoming deeper and deeper into my ascension. I see you in my dreams. I see you in the 5D. Sometimes I astral project and I'm just right there in your room with you, watching you sleep as if I did so many years ago. You're still my divine feminine. And if you look at it, nothing goes wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything that happened was the way that God intended, so that those lessons can be learned, contracts can be fulfilled, karma can be paid. Taurus, singles. Why is divine feminine here for Taurus? I took my love away from you because things started to become disastrous in our connection. We always clashed. We were like night and day. And we didn't really understand how that night and day, light and dark, yin and yang, was meant to keep us balanced. Instead, we allowed it to crumble our foundation. And so I just decided I couldn't take it anymore. The love had run out. Our perceptions of each other had changed. Things only continued to get worse and worse and worse. I really didn't want to hurt you. I didn't. But I was so vulnerable. And the offer that was in front of me was so tempting. I figured, she doesn't love me anymore. She's probably already has someone new. The only thing we do is show each other a lack of appreciation, infidelity, games, power struggles. So there's no way that she hasn't found someone else too. Boy, was I wrong. I was in too deep. And I was happy. The situations were like night and day. I argue with you, and I have fun with someone else. At the time, I remember feeling like at one point, me and my Taurus, we made each other this happy. But at that point, there wasn't anything to be happy about. We were both facing a disaster that we didn't want to allow. We didn't want to allow the tower to crumble in our situation. We had too many responsibilities together. And so I chose to play both roles and live both lives. One of a family man and one of a single man too. I like the idea of being flirted with, complimented again. Seems we lost sight of those things and all of the war smoke that we kicked up. It was healing to me. I felt respected and appreciated. I felt like my feelings mattered. I felt like I was being nurtured again, which in the midst of all the war that we created, you have forgot to do anymore. I just needed that newness. I needed some level of respect, order, even though it seems like that's more chaotic than anything else. But something about the way that person thought was a lot like what I thought. And it really made me awaken to how bad things had gotten for us. How much our happiness had faded into darkness. How long ago we had poured each other's love out. Let's go around again. Why is the Ace of Cups here? I felt like I constantly had to prove your worth to you. With everything that was going on between us, it seems as though you became less and less grounded. I started to see less and less of your value. And I felt like I had been patient enough. I tried to wait for things to smooth out, to be fixed. But in reality, it was already unrequited love. My emotions had gone. My patience had faded. And I started to feel as though the presence of someone else was more balancing, more calming, and more healing than yours. I felt like that person was sent to me like a guardian angel. I felt like it was what I was supposed to do. And that's why I said divine order was at play here. Ten of Swords in reverse. Although I didn't want to hurt you, I had suppressed my true thoughts and feelings for so long. I had suppressed my true thoughts and feelings for so long. I didn't know how to come out of it. I didn't know how to tell you I felt like I didn't love you anymore. I didn't know how to tell you that I was already moving on. That someone else . caught my attention, that I was entertaining the thought of a future with someone other than you. Strength in reverse. It just wasn't working anymore. I figured it was best for me to allow you to get the hint by stop investing in you, stop putting effort into our connection, because it just wasn't working for me. But I also didn't want to be the bad guy. I also couldn't form my lips to say the things that I needed to say in order to end things. So I was just hoping you would get the hint. I was just hoping you would see that I wasn't happy anymore and give up. The Sun. I felt like it was over. And I knew for sure when the person that I was newly interested in told me that she could be pregnant. I'm not going to lie. I was in celebration. I really wanted a baby in our connection, but I felt like with everything that went on, it was probably best that it didn't happen. But when I got the news, I was definitely ready to embrace a new connection and end this one. And this one that really I associated with so much pain and unhappiness. The Hierophant. I didn't get away with it though. With your intuition shining as brightly as it does, you saw it. You saw right through the facade that I put on to act as if I was still happy to be with you. You saw right through it. I was cornered. I didn't know what to do besides keep the lie going. To you, to people outside of you. I didn't want to feel like I failed. Just get one more on the Ten of Cups. But soon I wasn't going to have to pretend, because maybe the possibility of me having this family with someone else will replace what wasn't there with you anymore. But it wasn't it. It wasn't true. And a part of me felt sad, because I felt as though I had ended one thing and started something else. I was ready to take a leap of faith regardless to what. Whether it was to be with someone else or to be by myself. I just needed newness. I needed freshness. I needed to be independent again. I wanted to experience life the way I wanted. And things weren't changing between us. The only thing that we had was a foundation. And I was already starting to build another one outside of you. Before I could even end things with you. I saw you being so depressed because you felt that things were over. When you told me you were an empath, I just thought to myself, what the heck is that? I saw you being sad. I felt like you just wanted it to be over because you didn't want to be juggled. You'd rather take the disappointment and allow me to go. What I can say is plans don't always work out like they should. Whatever that was is over now. I'm healed, and I'm standing in my power as divine masculine. I may have lost a lot. I may have lost you. But one thing is, I'm clear in what direction I must take, and I'm clear in the connection that we truly have together. And now that I've healed and you've healed, what do you say? Well, that's been your messages, Taurus. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join the Soul Tribe. And I'll check you guys out on the next one.